Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. I know it's been a really long time I have made any videos. I was busy juggling between my work and recently I got into the stock market. So I have been researching a lot and I'll soon be starting some videos on investment because it's been 9 weeks and I am making some profit. So I want to share my approach, like how do I pick the stock of the week and how do I play it right on the right time. So, but yeah, that's for the upcoming videos. For today, one of my friend had a Google interview, and he was asked this question, and I thought it would be fun to make a video on it. And this time, I'll be approaching this problem as well as I'm gonna code it as well to see whether I can, if given 1 hour time, whether I can solve this or not. Right? It's a challenge for myself. So let's move on to the question. So this question was asked by Google, and you are given a matrix n by m, 2D matrix of lowercase letters, and you need to determine minimum number of columns that you need to remove to ensure that each row ordered from top to bottom is lexicographical in order, right? So what does it mean? So let's look at an example. So for the first column, so we just need to focus on columns, and at each column we basically go from row number 0 to row number n, right? Now let's say this, we have column number 1. So we have elements as c, d, g. So c is less than d in terms of the value, ASCII value, and d is less than g. So this is perfectly ordered from top to bottom in lexicographical order. So what does it mean is, let's say for the second column we have BAG, BAH, sorry. So B's ASCII value is less than A's, and that doesn't follow the order. We need the ASCII value to be in non-decreasing order, right? From when moving from top to bottom, and we need to figure out all those columns that don't follow this row, and that would be our answer. So basically in this example we see that CDH, okay, this column follows the rule, BAH doesn't, AFI does. So we just need to remove one column, right? And we don't care about printing the contents, we just need the count. So let's jump onto the approach. My main approach would be here, as it's a matrix of n by m. We obviously need to traverse it once, so our overall time complexity will be n cross m. Now in that n cross m, basically I'll be starting from my column number 0 and I'll move on to column number m, and for each column I'm going to start from row number 0 to row number n, and at each step I'm going to keep the max value of the ASCII uh, character that I have already traversed. Now when I am at a current uh, character, my current ASCII value should be greater than the max of any of the previously traversed characters, right? And if that's the case, I'm following the order as per the question and I should move on. If at any point I don't find, or I find the conflict, I basically break out and increment my count of the answer, right? I think it's pretty intuitive and straightforward, so I'll move right on to coding part. Let me create a REPL for it. I basically use this site to code and practice my algorithms. So Google interview. So let's see. Okay. We'll include the right library. Um, okay, so because we'll be providing the input, the input will be like first row C, B, C, B, A, D, A, F, and G, H, and my row column will be like this. So I'm gonna give int n, comma m, So I'm gonna just take the ASCII value. So I'm taking an integer, and we know that our input basically is gonna consist of lowercase letters. So the values will range from 97 to 122, right? Okay, cool. Now I'll take my input matrix. And I'm gonna save it. I comma j is equal to that. Cool. Now my answer is 0 by default. I don't have to remove any rows. And now I'll iterate based on columns. So my columns, for each column basically I'm gonna keep a, let's say, a flag which says true, and I'm gonna start from row 0 till row n, and I'm gonna keep a max value is equal to, let's say, 0. So max value will be equal to max of max value comma I mat of I comma j. So at each level my matrix value I comma j should be greater than max value, right? And if it isn't, isn't, then else, or let me put it this way, if it's less than max value, then I do a flag of false, or maybe directly answer plus plus and I'll break, because I don't care about this flag anymore. I have that. If that's the case, I break, else I keep my max value as this and I keep looping, and I should print my answer. So if I have this input, my answer should be 1, right? Because there is only one row that isn't following the rule. Awesome. Now let's say if I increase this to D, now every row follows lexicographical order, so my answer should be 0. Awesome. And then if I have A all here, my answer should be 3, because I need to remove all the columns. Awesome. So this is the problem. It was a very straightforward problem. I hope you guys enjoyed the problem, and if so, please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and keep watching. Thanks everyone.